husband's getting all geared up for harvest. You can see he's got the corn head out and the combine. We won't start harvest until probably the second or third week of September, but he wants to make sure everything's ready. But we're going to gather some apples. Now the recipe calls for Granny Smith apples, and I don't have a Granny Smith apple tree. So we're going to try this recipe with Red Delicious. Most of them have fallen off, but we'll gather a few. Well, you can see I gathered quite a few here. So my recipe calls for lemon juice and lemon zest, and I don't have any fresh lemons. I've got lemons on my lemon tree, but they are still very much green. And since we don't live close to a store, I looked up to see what can I substitute lemon juice with, and the article said you can substitute orange. So I've got these little miniature oranges on my orange tree here, and all I need is a tablespoon. And it also says that I can substitute with vinegar. So what I might do is add just a dash of vinegar to give it a little more sour, acidic flavor. But I'm gonna collect some of these oranges, and when I open them up, they're super tiny, but they taste just like an orange. Matter of fact, they're very sour. So I'm gonna collect some of these, and we will squeeze them, and we will make some orange juice. So here are my collection of the oranges. And again, all the recipe calls for is 1 tablespoon full of the lemon juice. So hopefully this will be a good substitution. And then I've got all these apples, which I don't need that many apples. I just need 4 total. But they call for large ones, and some of these have got some bad spots on them. So I'll just cut that out, and that will probably end up being enough, and I probably won't need all those. An alternative to just sprinkling powdered sugar on the turnovers is that you can make a glaze, and I'll put the recipe on here for you, but it's basically just 3 ingredients. You got your whole milk, your powdered sugar, and just a little bit of vanilla extract. So we added 1 cup of sugar. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of whole milk, but all I have clean is my 1/2 tablespoon measuring spoon. So I'm going to have to actually load that up 4 times to get 2 tablespoons of whole milk. If it's not thick enough, we can always add more. And the last ingredient will be the vanilla extract, and we're only going to add about 1/2 teaspoonful. Again, the only thing I have clean is my 1 teaspoonful, so I'm going to have to use just 1/2 of that, and that's going to require me to eyeball it, which is always kind of dangerous. That looks about right. I'm just going to whisk this. I'm just going to whisk this together to provide a consistency that I'm looking for, that's not too thin but can be poured. So as you can see, I took a bite out of it, and it's just not quite sweet enough for me, even with the powdered sugar. So I'm going to put a drizzle, just a little bit of this glaze on top of it and sweeten it up just a little bit. I apologize, my dishwasher's running. It kicked on about the time that I was going to record this, and it lasts a long time, and I just didn't want to wait. So hopefully you can hear me okay. So I'm just taking this glaze and just drizzling it across the top, and then we'll try a bite of it. Can you see it? I'll try not to smack my lips in the microphone. It's really delicious. It's really good. I don't know what it would have tasted like with the lemon juice, but it's definitely tangy, but not too tangy. This is really good, guys. I'm not a huge apple lover, but, well, you add sugar to anything and it's delicious, right? Good stuff.